He's actually not only one of the funniest comics working today, his name is really fun to say. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Burr!
Thank you. How are you? How's it going? Still got some life in you? Awesome. I can't wait for these elections to be over. You know? It's like enough already. Just fucking pick somebody. How many more goddamn debates are gonna be, right? 1,000 points of light, health insurance trickling down, everybody gets applesauce. Doesn't matter. I want to find an honest guy. You know what I mean? Some guy who's just gonna get on TV and be like, look, in order for this whole thing to work, at least 2/3 of you need to just go to the beach and walk into the ocean. There's only so much chicken and fresh water left. If you're not in that upper third, just be honest with yourselves. You know, they should have auditions. Whatever you do, you gotta audition to still be here, right? You're a plumber, fix that sink better than 70% of the other fuckers, and that's it. Put some wrenches in your pocket, go to the beach, and out you go. Yeah, straight across the board. Dentists, comedians, I'd do it. I'd stand in a line with a bunch of clowns, right? Tumblers and shit. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't. No, I take comfort in knowing that. There's no way I'm making it. I'm useless. I am. I'm 44, I'm not married, I don't have any kids. Why am I still here? Just another person taking up space, walking into a Starbucks. Oh, Sheryl Crow CD. Right? Why am I here? I have a horrible science background. Do you know cruise ships blow my mind? Blow my mind. I don't get how something that big and metal can float. I don't get it. Makes no sense. And there's always some nerd there to try to explain it. Well, the area times the mass. Oh, fuck you with your magic. I don't get it. It's got a smokestack. It's got an anchor. Right? Dude, explain the pool. How can you have a pool on a boat? You dug a hole in the boat, filled it with water, you got fat people going in it. That's game, set, and match. Speaking of nerds, when is the nerd epidemic just gonna end? Like, when is the nerd bubble just gonna burst? They're fucking everywhere. Every show, they got some guy with black frame glasses. Oh, I'm kind of awkward. I don't know how to talk to the opposite sex. Like, this is supposed to, like, inspire me? You know, when I was a kid, nerds had shame. They had shame. They had horrible days at school. They were stuffed in lockers, left there overnight reading whatever they could find. Then in the mornings, janitor let them out, and then they got the shit kicked out of them for wearing the same stuff 2 days in a row. Now they're walking around all proud, double pocket protectors, black socks yanked up. This is what happens when you get rid of bullying. It is. When you get rid of a species' natural predator, it just grows exponentially. Actually, Nerd Jesus died in the last year, right? Steve Jobs. Yeah, he died, right? I know, a lot of nerds here tonight. I know, you're sad. I didn't get it. I didn't get the big deal they made about that guy. When he died, they were like, he changed the world. That's insane. He changed the world. The world was one way, and then Steve Jobs came, and it was another. What did he do? Somebody, for the love of God, what the fuck did that guy do? What did he do? He told other people what to invent? I want my entire music collection in that phone. Get on it! Right? And then these poor, nameless, faceless scientists got to go in a back room and figure it out. How the fuck are we going to get all of this into this? I mean, what year does this guy think this is? This is crazy. This is like Buck Rogers. Dude, my kid has a birthday in like 11 months. Steve Jobs just walking by. I don't hear any thinking going on in there. Just strutting around the office, eating some pretentious fruit like a pear, right? Just throwing out ideas. There's another one. There's another one I just came up with on the way to work. I was reading a magazine the other day, turning pages, you know? I like to turn pages on a screen that aren't even there. Yeah, wrap your fucking heads around that, guys. See you in 8 years. Where you going, Michael? Big, little, get on it. Right? And all these people slave away to make his vision come true. And then they have the big nerd fest, right? Down there, Comic-Con, and all their nerd mecca. They're all showing up with their Acne and their Hulk shirts, limping into the arena, right? Does Steve Jobs go out with a whole chorus line of scientists? No, he goes out there by himself. Sneakers and no belt, like it was no biggie, right? Like he's Tesla, tapping into the atmosphere. I know, this is always uncomfortable. I know, you bought into it, right? That whole advertising, the way they aligned themselves with some of the greatest people of all time. Jesus, Gandhi, me. Remember that? Muhammad Ali, John Lennon, this guy. How the fuck was that dude like any of them? Gandhi didn't have a sweatshop. Nah, he didn't have people leaping to their deaths only to catch a net and get ricocheted back through the window to have to put together yet another iPad. John Lennon didn't have children in his basement pressing those fucking albums. I know. New phone can't fit the old charger. This is your hero? This is the guy? This is what all the silence is about? New phone can't fit the old charger, so then you gotta throw it out, ends up in the ocean around some octopus's neck. Do you realize how much sea life is ecstatic that that man is no longer walking the earth? That's where it all ends up, you know. Doesn't go in a landfill, ends up in the ocean. You realize that? I hate people who say I don't pollute. I don't pollute. Yeah, you do. You use shit and you throw it out. Well, you think because you put it in like a basket, it just poof, disappears? Everything you ever used is somewhere. You ever think about that? Remember that flannel shirt you bought back in the day when you got into Pearl Jam? That's out there somewhere. Probably on some porpoise's face, trying to get it off. Stupid little flippers. All the fads. You remember rollerblading? Remember that? Everybody had them. We set up cones, we did little tricks, right? One little homophobic joke killed that entire fad. What's the hardest thing about rollerblading? Telling your parents you're gay. Full-grown adults. Dude, I'm not gay. I don't have the cooties. These mean I suck dick. And they just threw them out. They end up in the ocean. They're made out of plastic. They can't biodegrade. They just break down to little cubes. Fish are breathing them in. 6 months later, you're going out, you're getting sushi. You think you're being healthy. You're eating your old rollerblades. All right, I'm out of time. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You got to figure out a way to, like, thin out the herd, and it's too late. No, these are the hard decisions that are going to have to be made.
We're here to hear about some hard choices.
Yeah. So, you know how I would do it?
What?
I would randomly sink cruise ships. I love all the USC female fighters. That's why I want my daughter to know how to know all of that stuff.
That'd be cool, huh?
When she meets a creep like you, she could choke you out. You know, like when feminists go like, oh, and they have like their missiles, these shaped things and blah, blah, blah. And I'm always thinking like, well, there is physics and aerodynamics and all that involved. Like if you have it shaped like a twat, I don't think it's going to make it to another country unless you frisbee it, right? And even then that gap's going to fucking be a lot of drag.
While people are talking about eating fake pussy,
That was before.
I don't want to be responsible for that shit. I didn't. But if the kid was in the
no,
fucking
it was
building.
before. Will you shut up? Jesus fucking Christ. Geez, you'd think I was like trashing the president or something. You guys are really like pulling back
It's
here.
worse than that for people. Everyone's got an iPhone, you know?
Hey, look. No, I can't say that. I was going to say he's gone. They still came out with another one, right? That's true, right? Oh.
Did you guys see the picture of Donald watching his wife vote?
A lot of trust in that relationship. No, a part of me dies every time I go into a store and I see something. They go, "Can we get a phone number?" Watching somebody give them the phone number. Why would you do that?
Yeah. I
I always give the same. Mine is all area codes. They go, "What's your phone number?" I'm like 323-818-212-5. It was really, you relate to adults differently, people that you knew forever. And I always hated when somebody who didn't have a kid goes, "You don't get it, man. You don't get it till you have it." And I was like, fuck you, I get it. It's like having a dog, but it's more intense. I was so upset that security escorted him out. I wanted to talk. I started my show blaming women for sexual harassment. That's how I started it. Yes, it was absurd. I wasn't being serious, you children.
Your Christian background is part of the show. Or at
Yes,
least
and I
two
wanted to
episodes.
talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people thought maybe you went a little too far. You know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
You just ignore them. It's like 3 days. They flip out for 3 days. They try to bully you into an apology.
Well, you can't ignore them when they're right in the audience and you're playing to them.
You tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, believe me.
It's a comedy
you know what?
show. Trump's winning New Hampshire. Hillary's winning Virginia.
Really?
And there's a little kid here.
Yeah, somebody decided it was a good idea.
Somebody please take a photo of this Last Supper.
First off, thanks for calling in a couple weeks back, and so blessed to have you sitting here in our 105.9 studio.
Yeah, no problem. I'm actually glad I don't watch the news. I had no idea the economy was tanking
Sorry to
until we
inform
came in. Yeah, it's great.
Is that a Rolex?
Yes, it is. I finally bought one. 25 years in this business.
Is it white gold or stainless?
I don't know what it is.
Is it heavy?
No.
Then it's stainless.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, thank you. Thank you for taking my watch down a notch. I finally felt successful. You see this? You wouldn't say that if I had brown or black hair. I guarantee you. Blonde hair, you'd be over here giving me your watch. I think bankers should be forced to dress like bankers back in the day with like the top hat and the tuxedo. So at least you know what they look like so they can't hide in public as they go to the mall. Just dress like the Penguin on Batman. And just waddle around. At least let me throw a hot dog at you. Something, you piece of garbage. You're not going to go to jail. They're the worst. Remember that? We had this college agent, great guy, but he used to book us in the middle of fucking nowhere. He'd always call me up, "Billy, Scott Bass calling. I have a gig for you in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Now, they don't have a lot of money, but I can build around it.
And then
There won't be a stage. It's at 12 noon in a hallway. Can you do it?" Yeah.
We've never taken a break in the middle of a guest.
I know. I had all this momentum going. Now I got to start all over again. Go ahead. Go to the card. See this? We won game one. Here comes the second of the doubleheader. I love the racist white guy thing. A bunch of racist white guys. They came out of the forest, and they were just going, "Trump, Trump, Trump." It's like, where were all these racist white guys the last two elections when they could have voted against a black guy? They were fine. Oh, I don't mind the black guy, but this white lady, we got to stop her. It's going to take her four-wheelers, Macuzzi.
You're whatever incognito. You're an enigma.
What, because I make a pie? No, you know what it is? You're not a good listener. You've known me for 10 years. You have no idea who I am. It's all about comedy with you and moving up the ladder and pushing people out. This is like that Hillary commercial where they have the little kids watching politics. I'm like, that's bullshit. Little kids don't watch politics. There you go. So, dude, this week when I went to upload my podcast to Dropbox and it wasn't working. And, dude, if you want to see something funny, watch me flip out when my kid is sleeping because I can't yell.
You can't.
And just listen to, dude, I literally grabbed my computer and I was just like, fucking God. Like walking around my fucking kitchen.
Are you getting out of an existing house and
No, I'm going from a one-bedroom apartment, and I figured I'd finally go out and buy a damn house.
Yeah.
and not have to deal with, some jerk living above me or below me.
All right.
Yeah.
Do
my own little thing. Get my little 12 gauge, get a bunch of cans of tuna, get ready for the apocalypse. That's what I want to do.
You tell it the way it is. I love the podcast.
I really don't. I don't read. I go with my gut. That's my fancy way of saying I don't read.
Well, that's good.
I hang out in bars. I overhear stuff that plumbers say, and then I repeat it on the radio. That's all I'm doing.
I love the podcast.
I just realized I was swinging my legs underneath this as your buddy is videotaping it.
I do.
He really gets into this. Whee! I'm telling jokes. Dude, if you took 90% of my text messages and phone messages and you put them on the news, you would run out of podiums to put in front of me that I would have to apologize. The crap me and DeRosa say to each other, forget it. So, you can't talk shit in the room with that guy. Yo, one time this guy stepped me in the bar. Dude, fuck you. One time the president was giving me shit, and I said, oh, yeah, I'll have you a fucking job in 2 years, and I did it. And I'm in the middle of watching the World Series, and out of nowhere, they have this moment, stand up to cancer. I'm watching a ball game, and all of a sudden, everybody stands up. No, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy. You know what I heard about you guys? Actually, by the way, I've been over here for a week, and as an American, I got to say something. You guys are pretty fat, too. Specifically the men. I don't know what's going on with the men, but I don't give a fuck how fat you get. You're going to pour yourself into your skinny jeans. They still got them. It's like you're squeezing all the fat to the top like toothpaste. Right, still wearing me same jeans from primary school.
Makes you feel old about watching TV?
There's music. There's no guitar solos anymore. And then for some reason, with all this technology, millennials, if you take a full water bottle and you flip it in the air and it lands upright, they run out of the room like they just saw a witch. Baseball, no, it's not quite the way it used to be. I don't like that whole thing, like when you go to a game, if you catch a foul ball, you gotta give it to a kid now.
What are you talking about?
That's why kids are all mushy and fat. They don't gotta work for anything. I'll get in trouble later on in my life. Transgender athletes, I don't fucking understand that, I understand it if, you want to switch around. I don't give a shit. But I'm a sports fan. That's a really new concept to me, that you can be a dude, right? Ranked 80th in the fucking world. You have your dick cut off, you put on a sports bra, and now you're the #1 tennis player in the world, just coming out there with your man shoulders. That doesn't seem fair. I might be wrong. I might just be an old guy. I have no idea. But I'm hearing rumors like some of them are getting into that MMA. You can't have that shit. Am I nuts? That is a dickless dude beating the shit out of a woman. Jesus Christ. He might as well hit her with his discarded dick like a flashlight. Hold still. No, it's grounded. Her grounded pound is incredible.
If enough athletes, you're saying, use steroids.
Destroy themselves with steroids, they'll figure out how, they do it with singers. If a singer can't sing, she gets to use a steroid.
Yeah.
Right?
So you say it's going to improve the drug so that we get to use them?
I'm saying by the time we're 80, they're going to have like a steroid vaporizer that you can just inhale, and you're going to have abs. I'll get a full head of hair, and you're going to be banging some hot 65-year-old. And it's all going to be because of these athletes and the sacrifices that they make that no one appreciates. I saw a woman a couple months back, professional soccer player, right? She goes on to ESPN or one of these sports channels, and she starts bitching, going like, I don't understand. How come female athletes don't make as much as male professional athletes? And all of these men had to sit there and act like they didn't know what the answer was. They had to sit there like dumbfounded, like, I don't know. Why is that? Literally, I'm sitting at home screaming at the TV because you don't sell any fucking tickets! Nobody is going to women's soccer games! You're playing in a 20,000 seat arena. 1,500 people show up. That's not a good night. The promoter lost his fucking ass on that gig. I'm not saying no professional female athletes, Serena Williams, the women in the UFC, but nobody's watching your fucking sport. And then you're gonna come and you're gonna get mad at fucking men. They keep doing that shit. Why are you yelling at us? It's not our fucking job. It's not my fucking job to give a fuck about women's soccer, okay? I have men's sport to pay attention to. It's your bullshit, right? Dude, look at the WNBA. Nobody in the WNBA got COVID. Nobody. They have been playing in front of 300 to 400 people a night for a quarter of a century. Not to mention, it's a male-subsidized league. We gave you a fucking league. None of you showed up. Where are all the feminists? None of you went to the fucking games. None of you. You failed them. Not me. Not men. Women failed the WNBA. Ladies, name your top 5 all-time WNBA players of all time. Come on. Let's hear it. Name 5 WNBA teams. Name the WNBA team in your fucking city. You can't do it. I'm watching a ball game, and all of a sudden everybody stands up holding up a sign of somebody that they either know that's dying of cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing? No, there's a time and a place. I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan.
I don't know what the fuck. I was bitching about, NFL football. I was complaining about how, and you know how it is, Joe. The game just isn't played the way it was played when I used to watch it.
No, it's all, they play it for the cameras, not for the fans.
It's all dessert, Joe. It's like a fat kid. It's all offense. They're just sitting there fucking licking the frost in 50 to 48 fucking games, and everybody's saying, one of the most unbelievable games I've ever seen.
What do you explain that to me? Because I'm not a sports guy. What does that mean?
It'd be like if Fast and the Furious meets sports. That's what it is. Where it's like, yeah, the cars are cool, Vin Diesel's cool and all that, but it's just like that was probably a bad example. Like there's people who don't like baseball want to see 100 home runs a game, right? People who are into baseball, they don't mind watching a pitcher's duel,
right?
They don't mind seeing a little hit and run, somebody lay down a fucking bunt. Somebody who fucking hates baseball is they just want to see somebody smash it out of the fucking park. So these sports have learned that. So basketball has done it. Hockey is, I think, because of head injuries and shit. It was already fast or whatever, but like they all just have gone. I think they've hit maximum density as far as they've gotten all the sports fans that they can get, and now they're trying to get the casual fan. And the casual fan, I guess, is offense. But I've talked about this too much on my own podcast, so I don't want to overlap here, Joe. We came here. What's that?
Let me ask you this though. You don't have to go down the road if you've already talked about it too much. But Mike, so I just want to make sure I understand. What you're saying is now they're training the players in baseball, for instance, go out and try to hit a fucking homer every time.
No, they juiced up the balls. They made the fucking.
Oh, okay.
That's what they did back in the day. They juiced up the balls. They let the players do juice. They looked the other fucking way and then acted surprised when all half their no-necked fucking roster. Really? I thought my second baseman hitting 45 home runs was normal. No second baseman hits that many.
Right.
But in football, they just made a ton of rules that just made it really difficult as a defense to fuck people up and take control of the game physically, to fucking manhandle an offense, to intimidate the shit out of them. Okay. They took away all of that. Like, Joe, you could literally play professional football. You could take a hit as a quarterback now. I'm not saying you'd get up, but you'd at least get the penalty and a first down, and when your backup came in and they dragged your lifeless body off the fucking...
Fair enough.
No, back in the day, they'd be like, that's football, all right? But They would actually feel bad for you now. Oh, vicious, cheap shot. He tackled him with both hands. It was terrible. It was almost like he was trying to prevent them from scoring. Now, but we didn't come here to talk about this, Joe.
All right. This is one tiny sports thing I could actually say that I've actually heard, that I remembered.
What's that?
Because I remember growing up, somebody broke like Hank Aaron's home run record or some shit. And I remember one kid being like, that's amazing. And then the other kid being like, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Hitting homers now isn't the same thing as Hank Aaron hitting homers. It was harder for him to hit homers. And I never knew what it meant till right now. It's like
Well, when Hank Aaron played, the mound was actually higher. So as far as physics go, the guy was fucking throwing the heat and he was coming down at you. Joe, you've gotten in a lot of fights in your life, arguments anyways.
Sure.
You ever go to a game or something or a concert or something and you watch somebody try to fight somebody from the row behind?
Yeah,
and one guy's punching up and the other guy's punching down. Now, unless you got 6 inches on the other guy, you're just immediately at a disadvantage. So you had all these power pitchers from back then were like they were so fucking dominant and they got so good that then it was like they actually had to just because they were having like 1-0 games evidently. I mean, that's before my time, the 1960s or whatever, but like Don Drysdale, Sandy Koufax were crushing it there. Was it Josh Gibson? Who was the guy? It's all before my time. I'm getting old. I can't remember the guy in the fucking Cardinals. They were just destroying guys. So they lowered the mound, and they've always done shit like that.
Did you ever hear the Jerky Boys Sandy Koufax call?
No.
It's one of the funniest calls. He's like, what the fuck is the premise of? He calls a guy to like go look at his truck or something, and because the guy's selling a truck, it's something unrelated to baseball, and he just starts talking about baseball, like that's the prank, and he's like, did you ever play any baseball? Sometimes you take a line drive straight to your fucking cock. And he keeps referencing Sandy Koufax, and he talks this guy in fucking circles. And then he's like, you got me talking about fucking Sandy Koufax over here. Totally flips it, blames it on the other guy, which is my favorite crank call.
I never heard that one.
It's so funny, man. It was on like one of the... I remember I downloaded it off the internet. It was like a fucking B-side or something. But it was like... It's my favorite when a crank caller flips it on the other guy and starts blaming him.
Oh, my favorite one was the Super across the way.
It's amazing.
When he starts yelling at that guy. And don't have me come down for you.
Yeah.
All right, Super across.
Look, jerky.
You got it, punk. And he just fucking hangs up on him.
So, anyways, there's been the Me Too movement has happened since the last time I was here. Yeah, no, it had to happen, Jesus Christ. But, I think it's dying down. I don't know, I think they got everybody. Right? Just judging by the stories, I feel like they kind of got everybody. Because the first stories that came out, they were fucking unbelievable. It was just guys taking their dicks out at work, like, look at it! Fucking blocking doors and jizzing on plants. You're fucking at home watching, Jesus Christ, people did this shit? I remember this one poor woman said she was a PA, went into some director's trailer, and he allegedly came running out, masturbating vigorously while holding a shrimp cocktail. I swear to God. I know that's fucked up, but I gotta tell you something. It's a little bit funny that she felt the need to use the adjective vigorously after she said he was masturbating. He was masturbating vigorously. I'm thinking in my head like, as opposed to what? As far as I know, there is only one successful way to perform that act, and that would be vigorously. Is there another way to do it? Can you do it passively? Is that how Sting does it? Is that how he's able to fuck for hours and hours? Fans a little air on it, he puts on fields of gold, just lets that thing rise up, just letting it marinate, right? Yeah, so the stories were big in the beginning, like, oh my God, what a bunch of fucking animals. And then they just started tapering off. And about, 6 months in, they just sounded like bad dates. It was like, he was 10 minutes late, the chicken was cold, I think I was raped, career over. What about my side of the story? Fuck your side of the story! You have a dick and balls, we don't want to hear it! Yeah. It's really weird how the whole thing, it went from like nobody listening, men not listening to women at all, to just this total overcorrection that anything they fucking said means it happens, They got these hashtags like, believe women. Believe women, right? It's a little open-ended, huh? Just straight across the fucking board? All of them? Every last fucking one of them? What about the psychos? What about the ones that key your car and light your shit on fire because you didn't fucking answer a text? What about them? Huh? How about you believe like 88% and that last 12% that's out of their fucking minds? You know, I think that's a fair percentage, wouldn't you? No? Are you too afraid to not believe? No, that's the world we're fucking living in right now. No, everything has just become fucking absolutes in the States. It's fucking nuts. Like that Colin Kaepernick guy, right? You knew when he was like protesting during the national anthem, no one was gonna listen to what the fuck he had to say. No matter how much he explained it. He goes, I'm taking a knee during the national anthem. This is a protest about police brutality, the way people of color are treated. We'd like to open a dialogue. He got about halfway through that. People are like, my brother's fighting in Iraq, you fucking piece of shit! And it's just like, buddy, nobody is saying your brother isn't in Iraq fighting. You're not listening. This is about police brutality. My brother's a firefighter. He watched 9/11 on television. No, buddy. Nobody's saying that your brother's not a firefighter. I got a bone spur in my heel. I can still stand up during the fucking song. Buddy, nobody is saying you can't see a fucking podiatrist. All right? You're not listening. That's what it became. It went from not listening to women to just believe women, right? And then, and then people just like, did you see that story? Did you read the story? You can't make something like that up. I always want to be like, well, did you see Star Wars? I mean, somebody made that up. They made like fucking 15 of them, you know? People can make shit up, right? You're part of the fucking problem. Get the fuck out, No means no, that's another one. No means no. It's like, no, it doesn't. All right? Look, no means no. No, that means no. All right, but no, stop it. What are you doing? Oh my God. You're being so bad. Stop it. No. Yeah, that's not a fucking no. That means I want to do it, but I'm afraid you're going to judge me, so I'm just going to make it look like it was your idea so you don't figure out that I've already performed this act with 40 other fucking people. Right? But then you go to court and you get a bad read and there's some guy reading it. Your Honor, she said no. Stop it. What are you doing? You're being so bad. Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, she didn't fucking say it like that. She didn't say it like that. Yeah. So now everybody's just like scared shitless. You know? Because I guess if women ran the world, there'd be no war. Evidently, there'd be no due process either. So you just gotta sit there going, No, it's fucking nuts. People are so scared now. You have the male feminist. Like, where the fuck did that come from? Just out of nowhere. Last couple years, I'm a male feminist. I've always championed women. No, you haven't. You haven't. This shit came out and you're fucking scared. You did something. You grabbed some fucking titties. What the fuck did you do that you have to overcorrect that fucking hard? What kind of a man who still has his balls is walking around saying that he's a male feminist? I'm a male feminist. I totally see the way you see the fucking world. It's impossible as a man who was raised right. To be a feminist. You can't do it. You're a man. Look, you can agree with it, you can empathize, sympathy, you can do all of that shit, but you can't be it any more than I can stand here and just be like, I'm a Black Panther. Fight the power. And then I walk out the door, a blue-eyed white dude, and I get to live that fucking life, right? I don't know, ladies. I don't buy it. Maybe you do, I don't. Anytime I hear a guy say I'm a male feminist, I always just think that is the most pathetic, limp dick way ever to try and get some pussy, right? Like that is literally the fucking game you had when you were on a first date when you were 16, you were all nervous and your whole game plan was just agree with her, maybe she'll touch it. So, what are your favorite bands? I like whatever you like. Will you touch it now? Did I do it right? Yeah, it's a weird time right now. I'm glad that I'm fucking, married now. I don't gotta fucking deal with any of that shit. Younger guys, I don't know. How do you deal with it? Like, what was really fucked up in all of this now is what about women who like it rough, right? That doesn't happen here in the jolly old England, right? Not at all. Everybody gets all dead silent, big fucking elephant in the fucking room, right? Yeah. How the fuck do you, what's that?
Ask for consent.
Ask for consent? Doesn't that take the mood? Well, Jesus, that kind of took it in a weird way. Dude, whatever the fuck I was saying, however you heard it, that's not what the fuck I'm saying, all right? You know, I really listened to this Me Too movement. I think for the first time in my life, I'm gonna ask for consent. I'm really gonna do it this time. I've been feeling... This is why you can't judge comedians. Do you understand this? Do you understand what the fuck I was saying and how this fucking jackass just heard it? You know? The second it comes out of my mouth, it's not what I said anymore. It goes into your fucking ear hole and gets cut with your whole fucking childhood. Oh, this is what he means. Sir, if I could get along with my point, if you wouldn't mind that. Oh, I just noticed this thing came off. We can't have this. There's got to be continuity between the fucking shows here. Oh, Jesus Christ. This thing never comes off. It's right when you tape a fucking special, then everything just falls apart. Royal Albert Hall, huh? Where did you buy this mic stand, huh? Where the fuck did you get this? You know the mic stand guy's all fucking pissed off. Right, it's a jolly good fucking mic stand. I know it's fucking yank. Fucking yank, you know, so everything fucking falls off. How dare you? The Queen comes down here and sits in a box and watches this show. You know what I heard about you guys? Actually, by the way, I've been over here for a week, and as an American, I gotta say something. You guys are pretty fat, too. Specifically the men. I don't know what's going on with the men, but I don't give a fuck how fat you get. You're gonna pour yourself into your skinny jeans. They still got them. It's like you're squeezing all the fat to the top like toothpaste. Right, still wearing me same jeans from primary school.
You ever get asked for make goods when you do ads?
What do you mean? Like if I screwed it up?
They say you got to do another one for free because you messed up the first one.
I don't recall anybody ever talking to me in that tone.
They don't fucking update. Yeah,
you guys, you got to do another read, and you got to do it for free.
Because no one's
you're
got
lucky
the ball.
you're still living.
Yeah,
you fucking punk.
That's what it is.
Yeah, no.
All right, Uber, everybody.
You are never going to have another advertiser sponsor you again. You realize that, right?
I don't do it because of that.
That's true. You do it for the fans, man.
I do it because it's fun. If you're dumb enough to advertise on my podcast, just with my reading skills alone, I've already compared the Uber app to like fucking drug dealers. I don't give a shit. Yeah? I don't give a shit. I live within my means. I'm wearing tennis shorts.
Nantucket, you're such a rebel.
I drive an 8-year-old.
Such a rebel, Bill.
I drive an 8-year-old.
In your tennis shorts on the island of Nantucket.
You stop telling these maniacs where I am.
Oh, sorry.
That's one of the rules. You never tell them that. You just you leave them like, why is he wearing tennis shorts? Why would he be doing that? This guy's even weirder than I thought. I have to keep listening. Once you go, oh, he's on fucking Nantucket, then they go, oh, now it all makes sense. Now they're not listening. And Uber loses money. All right, hey guys, you like making great money, right? Here's a really cool opportunity I evidently had to share with you. Driving with Uber. Uber's that popular smartphone app that connects riders with drivers. I take Uber a bunch. Did you know that, Nia? I love them, by the way. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh my God.
Nothing I like better than getting into a complete stranger's car that isn't regulated by any sort of government fucking entity. Hey, buddy, how are you? Let's roll the dice again. Some of them have really interesting stories as to why they drive with Uber. I'm fucking broke, man. I don't make enough money at my other job. Jesus Christ, is that interesting? They love being their own boss. Don't they work for Uber? They earn great money. Well, their cars are halfway decent. They must be investing it in real estate. It's easy to start. This happened because you're here. You just need a car and a license. Exactly. No other background check, is there? Driving with Uber, got off on a murder, a technicality. Hey, welcome to Uber. Driving with Uber is great for anyone who needs flexibility.
Parents, this is a really easy way to work around your family schedule. Students, you can make some extra money between classes. Doesn't that sound filthy? Now's the prime time to cash in with driving with Uber. You'll thank me for telling you how to get paid every week. I could be getting into your car when you drive with Uber. Call to action. You got a car and a license. Put them both to work for you and start earning serious life-changing money today. Sign up to Drive with Uber. Visit drivewithuber.com. That's drivewithuber.com. Drivewithuber.com.
I'm just going to catch you up. You had a advertiser called Sherry's Berries.
Yeah.
And while you were reading the copy, you couldn't hold it together.
It was my first time reading the copy.
Yeah.
And it was just so homophobic and homoerotic at the same time that it was so silly. I couldn't believe it was actual copy.
And it's just so ridiculous, the premise. Like, I've never heard anything like that being advertised.
Evidently, they're delicious.
Still making
chocolate
up.
covered.
Still making good for it.
Yeah, and they dropped me after a while. You know what happened was I had Harris Stanton was on, and they was like, we have strawberries, dripped, dunked in white chocolate, and then we have, in dark chocolate. It's like, well, and I've just jokingly said to him, he's black. I said, how come the white chocolate comes before this? And we started riffing on the Klan or something. And then I don't know how. I don't know. Then it was just people are going to think that our strawberries are made by the Klan. I didn't know what they were saying.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still sad they left. I loved. I love going Sherry's Berries.
I mean, dude, how many ads go viral? I've been thinking about. I've never bought Sherry's Berries.
Well, they told me to take this down.
Really?
And then because in the end I said, you guys better buy this shit because I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And then people bought it, and then they quickly were smart enough to be like, okay, leave it up. And then we had this really cool thing where I felt like
Sherry's Berries.
They get me.
This might be the favorite name of anything I've ever advertised here, other than One White Charlie's. Sherry's Berries. It says insert story when you've given or received the gifts. Well, I've been out of town. I haven't gotten Sherry's Berries yet. All right, Sherry's Berries. Since the end of the year is all about delicious holiday food, why not send an extra special holiday treat to friends, family, business associates, everyone you know? I've never met a person who didn't love Sherry's Berries. Send giant dipped strawberries from Sherry's Berries for only $19.99. That's over a 40% savings. Go to berries.com, click on the microphone, and type in Burr, B-U-R-R. For my listeners, double the berries for just $10 more. Berries are terrific and a sweet holiday gift. They also have delicious products such as Christmas cake pops, cheesecakes, and dipped pretzels. Here's the only way to get this special $19.99 Sherry's Berries offer. Call 866-FRUIT. I'm sorry. What the fuck am I selling? Did I approve this? This is fucking ridiculous. Who the fuck is going to buy this shit? This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Christmas cake pops, cheesecakes, and dipped pretzels. Call 866-FRUIT, everybody. 866-FRUIT-0-2. Or even better, visit berries.com. Oh, punch drunk. Oh, please spell out the words. Oh, by all means, berries, B-E-R-R-I-E-S, berries. Click on the microphone in the top right corner and type in Burr. You got to see these enormous berries for yourself. I swear to God, this is the copy. Go to berries.com, click on the microphone, and type in Burr. Dip your balls and dip your berries in that. Don't wait now. Order some chocolate berries for the fucking person in your life. Oh, shit. I needed that. That was wonderful. I'm sure I'll get some complaints on that one. We need a conference call. Can't do it. I'm in Helsinki. Hey, you cunts better buy some Sherry's Berries because I'm going to get in trouble with that fucking read, and I'm not changing it because that was hilarious. Wiping tears away here.
All right, score big, everybody. You're paying too much for tickets. Between all the markups, last-minute convenient charges, even print and home fees, you end up paying courtside prices for nosebleed bleed seats. Sorry. Score Big is here to change that. Guys, I don't know about this company, to be honest with you. I think this is just another fucking scalping site. You know, I think what they're claiming they end up doing. Did you know that 40% of all live event tickets go unsold? No, that's not true. That is not true. That isn't. I know what happens is you fucking assholes go and you buy them up and act like you got them. Something happens. I don't know. This whole fucking thing seems fishy to me. And did you know there's a place to get seats at huge savings? It's called Score Big. Score Big works directly with your favorite teams and artists to get, oh good, so they get a cut. And artists to get their unsold seats at unpublished prices. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. People scalp tickets to my shows all the fucking time, and fans end up yelling at me, and I don't make any money off of that. I get that all the time. Dude, you're funny. You're not this funny. And then I look and I go, Jesus Christ. And I call up my agent and go, what the fuck are we charging all this money for? He's like, we're not doing that. Those are scalpers. I don't know. Maybe Score Big's on the level. I'm going to have to do a little research here. Only with Score Big can you name a ticket price and be guaranteed to pay below box office up to 60% off. Now, see right there, they're talking some shit there. Below box office, so if box office says $100, you know, then you should be getting it for 40, right? Or at least under whatever the fuck that's, because they're saying up to 60% off. All right, here's what you do. 1, go to scorebig.com or download the new Score Big app on your iPhone and find the events and tickets, the seats you want. 2, make an offer with Score Big's name a ticket price feature. 3, get an instant answer and save up to 60% on your tickets. Maybe they're not that bad. Name any fees, never any fees, and shipping is always free. You can count on unbeatable prices and great seats, and when you're in great seats, you actually enjoy the game or the show all the more. Next thing you stand down there taking a fucking selfie. Next time you go see any game or show, go to Score Big first and see how much you can save. For the easiest way to save on tickets, download the new Score Big app for your iPhone, enter promo code Burr at checkout, and you'll save an extra $20 off your first ticket price. No iPhone, no problem. Get $20 off online, too, at scorebig.com. That's scorebig.com, promo code Burr. Scorebig.com, promo code Burr. That's it, right? Dakota Access Pipeline. Oh, okay, that's part of a question. I'm sitting there reading it like, what the fuck is that? I thought that was like the end of the copy. Like that was some code to save money. That's somebody's question. All right, hang on a second. Jesus Christ. Headspace, man. All right, let's be honest. Most of your problems start with your mind. Fear, anger, stress. Oh, Jesus, was I not telling the perfect story? Fear, anger, stress, anxiety, depression, sleeplessness. They begin in your head, but they can wreck your life. Please include all of the following points during your read. Why did they write that? I'm going to read everything that you wrote, all right? I've said this on numerous episodes. Okay, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can make a major difference in just 10 minutes a day. The change comes through guided meditation. I need this shit, man. With the new Headspace app, man. Headspace, man, is meditation made simple. It's guided meditations that you listen to whenever you want, wherever you want, right on your phone, computer, or tablet. Meditation is rooted in thousands of years of tradition. And we're going to take that tradition and throw it out the fucking window and let you do it as you drive down the highway. You know, recently I saw a yoga instructor saying he was quitting it because it's been distilled down to just getting a fucking killer body, you know? Anyways, with thousands of scientific studies that show its positive effects like improving focus and relationship harmony and decreasing anxiety and stress, join over 5 million users already getting some Headspace, man, for free right now. I don't understand why I would need to be able to do it. I guess if I'm on the road and I'm in the quiet of my hotel room, you know, as I listen to the people fuck on the other side of the wall, I'm able to block it out.
through deep breathing and focusing and quieting my mind and becoming one with the universe. Hey, they're fucking. Maybe I'm fucking too. It's a threesome now. Download the free Headspace, man, app and begin their Take 10 program for 10 days of guided meditation at headspace.com/Burr. The Headspace Take 10 program is 100% free. It's a 100% free way to experience the benefit of meditation in your busy modern life. Learn how to read out loud better without stumbling over your words. Train your mind for a healthier, less stressed life. Start with your free trial today at headspace.com/Burr. That's headspace.com/Burr.
And being like, all right, well, that's why I drank the way I did. That's why I've trashed women the way I did. All the fucking shit. I knew every fucking thing I did, good and bad, in that moment. It's like, all right, so now I got to get sober, and I got to fucking work my way through this shit. Because, my wife's, I don't know if you guys notice, I have a bit of a temper. No, not you, Bill, yeah. So here's the thing, but I didn't think, I'm so fucked up and grew up such a fucked up time that I didn't even think I had a temper. Because I was like, well, I don't fucking yell at people in my house. Like, I don't curse my wife out. I mean, we get into it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I get into it with her, but I don't go oh, Jesus Christ, you fucking bitch. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't yell at my kids. But what I do is I flip out. So, like I said, I didn't think that this was a problem. My wife told me it was a problem, but I don't listen to her. Why would I listen to her? All she does is criticize. I got nothing but bad reviews on the fucking husband Yelp. It's just all, didn't enjoy the experience. Thumbs down, half a star, never get a fucking attaboy, right? So it just becomes white noise after a while. Like, oh, what, am I doing something wrong again? Oh, yeah, you again. Okay, great. Great. What did I do? What did I do this time? Huh? What do I have to work on? Go ahead, fucking let me know, right? So I don't listen to my lovely wife like an idiot that I am. So one day I learned a harsh lesson, okay? It was a breakfast time, right? For some reason, I had like 20 minutes to myself, which is really rare when you got 2 kids, 4 and under, right? So I'm thinking like, holy shit, I can actually make myself a breakfast like the old days. I'll make myself 2 eggs over easy. I'll make some toast. I'll make some bacon. Fucking burn it up the way I like it. It's gonna be the shit, right? So I'm having a great time, make myself a little Grand Slam breakfast. I sit down to eat. I got the OJ. I got the glass of water. It looks like a picture from a commercial. And right as I sit down to eat, my phone lights up, and I get a text message from my buddy. He goes, hey, man, I thought you were coming on this Zoom meeting. It started 5 minutes ago. We need you on this. And I just absolutely lost it. I was like, Jesus Christ. Of course I have a meeting. Of course I have my meeting. Because why couldn't I just have one goddamn cocksucking motherfucking morning to myself? Fucking toast flying all over the place, flipping the fuck out. And then all of a sudden, my daughter, who was like 2 and a half at the time, comes running into the kitchen with big tears in her eyes, just going like, I'm sorry, Dada, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh shit. So I literally just swatted down. I was like, no, buddy, no, come here. I wasn't yelling at you. Daddy wasn't yelling at you. I would never yell at you. I love you, buddy. Daddy was yelling at the phone, okay? Dad yells at the phone when it says stuff that he doesn't like, okay? Your dad has issues. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. I would never yell at you. And I could literally feel her tears like drying in my shirt. I was like, buddy, come on. I would never do that, okay? I love you. You still love me? She's like, yeah, yes. And I go, okay, all right, buddy. And then I did that thing. You do that thing with a kid where you turn around and then you like push him in the direction you want him to go in? And I just had to sit there like, I just did that to a 2.5-year-old. And she was like walking away, and I'm just sitting there like thinking like, how bad was that? Is she just gonna go play with the toy and forget about it? Or is she no longer gonna be an astronaut? Like, what did I just do? I thought I was better than my dad. I'm making the same mistakes that he's making. I fucking hate myself. I didn't do the meeting. I didn't eat the breakfast. I just went upstairs. Just wanted to be alone, right? Just want to be fucking alone, but I got a wife, so it doesn't work that way, Especially when you fuck up as bad as I did and as loudly as I did. I knew she was coming down the hall. I knew I was going to have to watch some game film. She was bringing the projector. The screen was going to come down. And I'm literally just laying in there like, please, God, just let her give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes to fucking calm down. No, she just comes right in, and she's just like, stop. You want to discuss that little incident that happened downstairs in the kitchen?
And I'm like, no, honey, can you just give me a second? My heart is still on the floor down there. Just give me a second. I know I fucked up. You know, she doesn't give a shit at that point. And she's right. It's her kid, too. So she just wants it. I'll tell you right now, if you think you're going to do this, fucking up, all this shit. And, I mean, she was right. She was 100% right, but I wasn't ready to hear the information. So she just sort of zoned out. And if my kid's having you, I'm going to fucking hear it. And I'm just sitting there, laying in the bed with the nerve to be upset with her. She didn't do anything. And I'm just staring at her mouth. Because it's moving, not hearing anything. I just started thinking of the news. Like a news story just popped into my head. You know that news story every once in a while you see, like every year and a half, you just see some guy never committed a crime in his life. You know, went to church every week, helped old ladies across the street, and then out of nowhere he just kills his wife. And I'm thinking, like, it's got to be from times like this. It just has to. He just has something to say. He just had, like, I don't know, I just fucked up, but she was right. I know she was right. So I sat there, fucking took it, you know. I will say as an aside, I think, you know, the next time you see a guy who never even cheated on his taxes, and then out of nowhere he kills his wife, I think it's high time to bring back the question, what did she say? Okay, just say it, all right? Examine the problem from 360 degrees. So anyway. So, I love my dad and everything, you know. So, but you know, there's things I want to improve on. So, the great thing that I have done is my kids are not afraid of me. And every time I have fucked up, I've gotten down to my kids' level and let them know that I was wrong and I apologize. So, the great thing is my kids are not afraid of me. So now, my daughter's a little bit older. She's like 4.5 now. So now, whenever I start flipping out, she actually has been helping me to stop. Because the second I hear that cute voice, I just think, Dad, I'm sorry. I just immediately... It's hilarious. Like, I'll be in the kitchen, and all of a sudden, I'm always in the kitchen doing something, right? And one day I just come in like, what the fuck kind of toaster is this? What was wrong with the other toaster? I need to download the app to make fucking cocksucking, fucking. And all of a sudden, she'll just be like, in the other room, be like, Dad, don't scream like that. And the second I hear that voice, I'm like, you're right, buddy. You're right, buddy. Sorry. I'm just gonna download the app here. Download the app, and the amount of what it takes just to make some fucking toast. Oh, Dad, you said a bad word. You said a bad word. She does all of that shit, right? To the point, one night, we have like movie night once a week. It's my favorite thing. We watch some Pixar thing, you know. And one of those great movies, you know. They're great. They're for kids and they're for adults. It's fucking awesome, right? So we sit down, we make the popcorn and everything. So we have this smart TV in the living room. Oh, people, this is a smart TV. Oh, is it smart? Oh, is this fucking TV? It's so goddamn smart that one time I was in there, I had all the lights out because we're going to watch a movie, you know? But the TV's so smart, as I'm pressing on, which you don't even do, don't hit the on button. You hit the on button, that fucks it up. You got to press 2 other buttons. Oh, is that what I got to do? Is that what I have to fucking do? I don't know. But I actually like Los Angeles. One of the few East Coast people that likes it. All my moron New York friends and Boston friends, they come out there, try to get a good slice of pizza at 4 a.m. They can't. Like, this fucking place sucks. It's not like exactly where I left. What's the point of traveling if it's going to be different? They're so fucking stupid. Get a burrito and go on a hike. What's wrong with you? You're going to go to Hawaii? There's no pond hockey. This place sucks. I got to admit, the only thing that freaks me out about Los Angeles is all the plastic surgery. I don't get it. Why do people get plastic surgery? You know? Why can't you just admit it's over? You know? You had your time. Stop trying to look fuckable in your 50s. It's weird. With their faces yanked back, looking all shiny, right? Not to mention they haven't even figured it out. You know? Why would you get a facelift? Can't you look at other facelifts and realize they haven't worked all the bugs out yet? Right? That's what you want to look like? Like you just lost a fight 3 days ago? Don't be a hero. Let somebody else go in there. Take the fucking beats. You lay back. Wait it out. They're just lying to people. I know, looks great. Put a little ice on it. We'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, take it easy. Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened? We followed every step. Did we miss something? Oh, hey. Oh, here's your keys. There you go. Almost didn't recognize you. You look so young. All right, take it easy. She gone? All right, she's gone. All right, shred everything. Shred it. No, you're nuts. You wait it out. Let them figure it out. Then you fucking go in. Don't be a goddamn hero. You know? Look at hair plugs. Hair plugs don't look half bad now. Saw this guy the other night on TV. He's like, oh, God, I wish I did this 10 years ago. It's like, no, you don't. 10 years ago, when they were stapling ant legs to the top of people's heads. Remember that? Your eyes would water looking at their hairline. Like, is that sewn in? I see pine tar. They used to put you in like a headlock. Hold still. Use like a nail gun. Hold still. Guys would tap out after a row and a half. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. You wish you got hair plugs 10 years ago. Do you wish you got polio 60 years ago? What else is on your wish list, sir? No, you don't fuck with your face. Okay? I understand liposuction. They screw that up. You can put on a shirt, right? There's no shirt for your face. Who do they think they're fooling with their stupid, you know? And then you lie to yourself. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna have this done. No, you're not. You're not. What are you? You're just gonna wax the fender on your car? Then that's it? And the rest of it looks all shitty? Well, maybe I'll just do the hood. And maybe I'll do the back. That's how it happens. Then you look like one of those Real Housewives with face all twisted up. Fucking idiots. Do I look? They're idiots. Do I look like I'm in my 20s? No, you look weird. You look fucking weird. You still look like you're in your 50s. I just can't guess what year anymore because I've never seen that year. I've never seen that shiny fucking look. It's almost like you discovered a new age between 52 and 53. Yeah. People, there's nothing wrong with being 52 and looking 52. All right? You're 52. You didn't get fucked. Yeah. What would you rather be? 52 and look 52 or be 52 and look like a 28-year-old lizard? All right? That's your options at this point.